And we are live.
All right.
Pull up the notes, get our notes ready, and good to go.
I should probably go let my cat downstairs so she doesn't meow the whole time. Give me 2 seconds.
Do your thing.
We like cats here.
Maine cats. I want to get a Maine cat.
I cannot wait to get the Bengal, dude. We got a little video of him mewing today. Oh, he's so cute.
When do you pick up your little kitty?
40 days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's just a little baby, so.
Yeah. Is it like how many weeks do, like, I know for like dogs usually it's 8 weeks before, you can take them away from their mother and have your puppy? Is it the same for cats, or is it a different timeline?
It's the same, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's roughly about the same. We pick them up end of June.
Gotcha. Okay. Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a cute cat, bro. I like the little orange like it has on it. It's like, yeah, unique.
He's like a little, he's got like little leopard spots on him. He's cute.
Yeah. Hell yeah. All right.
All right, I'm all ready. Got my show notes up, got my dim up.
Damn. About to delete your shit.
Damn.
About to delete
So
your
I'll do the
shit.
warm-up for tonight.
All right. Yeah. Whenever you want to start, or do you want me to take it, man? Because I know your voice is kind of out a little bit today.
Yeah, sure, man. Just count us in, and I'll follow your lead.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, SweatySpookz.
And what is up, Guardians? This is Native Raider, and we are the BlueBerry Lounge.
Hey.
Yo.
Episode 17?
That was the best one, I think, bro. No, I'm serious. Like, that shit was, like, perfect. I think that was perfect.
100%.
You need to lose your voice more often, because I think it matches our cadence.
Yeah, really. So a little disclaimer for the listeners out there, and in case you didn't catch on to what Native Raider just said, I am losing my voice. I can't speak, really. No, it's been a pretty good week so far. Friday, we did a little going away party for a friend of mine. We all work with. He's moving out of province, going back to his home. So we threw a rager for him, and the following night, being yesterday, we did the Mother's Day drive-in theater, going to watch Guardians of the Galaxy. So we had a pretty good time there. But yeah, by the end of the weekend, my voice is gone, bro.
Sounds like an exciting weekend, though, man. I saw the pictures in the Discord. Y'all look like you were having a good time, to say the least.
Yeah, man. It was like the first time that I didn't touch Destiny until like late Sunday, and I was like, oh shit! Like this is the first time I turned on Destiny. This is fucking. I've been going.
Were you rusty or what?
No, I was all right, but I mean, definitely a little tired. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not at the top of my game. I'd make it to 6 wins and then fail. I was like, I don't even give a shit. Whatever.
Man, that was me. That was me last night. I stayed up pretty late. I was having me a few drinks. We ended up going to see Guardians of the Galaxy as well yesterday. We went on base at where I work at and watched it there, because there was also a luau going on. Like they do different events on army bases, or on most military bases, for families and whatnot. So we were gonna hit up the luau after, but we were tired. Like after that movie, it was a 2.5 hour long movie, but
it was long. Yeah,
bro, beautiful movie. Loved it. It was so much fun. And like I was telling you earlier, my wife's not even into hero movies, and she was honestly like sitting there and be like, I don't think I'm gonna watch it. I'll just go do something else on post while you guys watch it. It's like, no, come on, just check it out. And she did, and she was like, wow, I love that movie. I was like,
yeah, it was very good.
Guardians of the Galaxy is always just a fun movie to watch, but this one had some more seriousness to it, and I don't want to talk too much into it because of those. I mean, still in theaters.
Spoilers, but no spoilers. God, I was emotional.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Yeah, I loved it, man. I loved it. But yeah, as far as Destiny for me, I mean, last night we got home probably around like 9 or so, and I hopped on, started playing. I need to get that confidence card. So that's gonna be the grind. Even after we're done recording, I'm jumping back in and I'm trying to get that confidence card. But right after I got to 4 wins on multiple occasions, like just the dumbest shit happens to me. Like a teammate leaves, or I got a
There's
teammate
a lot
that's
of that this
just
weekend. A lot of quitters this
yeah,
weekend.
yeah, man. Like it's ridiculous. And actually, after I reset my card, I think it was the second time I reset my card last night. Um, brand new fresh card, right? Brand new fresh card. I load into the match, and I'm like sitting there. You know how you sit there and look at like what they have while you're loading in and stuff like that. See the teams and stuff.
Yep.
There was only 4 of us. I was like, "What, is it going to be a 2-on-2 or something? This is odd, you know?" I was like, or maybe it's just lagging or something like that. I load in very beginning of the match, and it's 1v3. I was like, come on, yo. Like, how is this happening? But yeah, so 1v3 from the beginning, never had any teammates, just load me in 1v3. And yeah.
Wonderful.
It was
That's what you need.
That was shitty. I was like, okay, I think I'm done with this for tonight. But
Well, hey, Raider, why don't you bring us over the agenda for the show? And then right after that, we will introduce our guest.
All right, agenda for the show coming up in segment number 1. We got a little bit of housekeeping. We have a guest that we will interview, and then of course take them through the Wheel of Misfortune. And then in segment number 2, we have our show topic, which is the season 20 Weapons and Exotics in review. We're gonna look back on it. As you know, the season's about to end, right? So we're gonna talk about all the new weapons. Now, this is new weapons, not reprised weapons. So if you hear us miss a few different weapons, that's because they were reprised. And then we'll go into the exotic changes. They dropped a blog post, the tuning to exotic armor, and then we'll talk this week of Bungie and a small little hot fix that will wrap up segment number 2. And then segment number 3, we got questions from the community, a couple announcements, and we'll call it a show from there.
Hey, let's get into it.
Yes, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that we present to you. In Discord, he goes by the name Destiny Child. In game, it's Venom. How are you doing this evening?
Oh, hey, I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
Excellent.
Doing pretty good. Just can't talk.
So Venom Berry, actually, in the Discord.
Venom Berry.
Yeah,
why don't you
I like my berries.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, like what you do for a living, or whatever you want to share with us in the community?
So I work at a little pallet place called Oxford Pallet.
Okay.
It's just in Ontario. That's where I live. I used to live in PEI, where Spookz is at. If I'm not doxing him. But yeah. So I just cut wood all day. I measure it out, and I'm basically just your average Canadian lumberjack.
Nice.
That's the way I can put it.
Love it.
Hell yeah.
And as we speak, I am doing a Grandmaster Nightfall.
Hey.
Multi-talented as well. Okay. You can cut wood and do GMs and record at the same time.
Big nuts. Okay.
Nah,
So
I'm just doing too much.
So, I mean, Venom, let's start with this. How did you get your start in gaming?
So I was 7 years old. My dad bought the very first ever Xbox. All right, this very first ever Xbox. I was a big fan of Spider-Man. He got me the Spider-Man game, like the Spider-Man. Gosh, it was a very like cartoony looking one, but it was a nice one.
Mm-hmm.
So I played that for like 2 years straight, and then he got me into Halo, and I loved that. And then one Christmas, he bought me a Wii. I was addicted to Wii Fitness. I was only like 9 years old, but I loved every minute of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say my dad mostly got me into gaming. Same with my sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I never really looked back.
Wii was a fun one, man. A lot of good things on Wii when it first had rolled out.
I loved it. I still do, man.
Man, Raven Rabbits was my jam.
Oh, that's a classic.
All right. Let's see. What are some of your other hobbies outside of gaming?
I like to bike. I work out a lot. So about it. I like collecting little Funko Pops. They're like these little collectible things. Me and fiance like collecting them. That's a fun little hobby, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, a friend of mine, he's got a whole wall collection of them. He also collects Hot Wheels.
Oh, I love me some Hot Wheels too.
All right. So, you know what, Venom, let's go with this. Mr. Venomberry, what's the story behind the gamer tag?
Alright, so you guys know I said I'm a big Spider-Man fan.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite anti-hero has to be Venom just because of his whole backstory.
Yeah.
I love every minute of it. It enticed me from a young age, and I like the name Venom.
Perfect. Can't say I disagree with that.
Venom is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I still have never seen the Venom movie though. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen.
With Tom Hardy?
Yeah,
Check it out.
yeah,
Check it out. You'll love it.
yeah. And the other one that I haven't
Yeah.
seen because me and my wife were just talking about it yesterday. Like I said, we went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy, and my son, like the way he convinced her to like go for it and watch it was like, he's like, think of like the what is it, the multiverse, the Spider-Man one, the animated one. That
Yeah,
like they watched it together. I
Even
still
better.
haven't seen that one, and she loved it.
Oh.
She said she cried and everything like that, and she's not into comics heroes or nothing like that. And so yeah, it just reminded me of that. I still need to see that
Oh.
movie though because I hear it's amazing.
I enjoy it. I still watch it.
Let's see here. This was one I was kind of curious. How did you find our community? Were you coming from one of the other ones from the Outsider Alliance?
Guardian Downcast.
GDC. Let's go.
Yeah, that's where I came from, and then I listened to Native's episode. Then I listened to SweatySpookz, and I'm like, oh, these guys should start a podcast. And then I looked into it, and I'm like, wait, they have one.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
So I just started listening, and
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Shout out to Guardian Downcast. A lot of us derive from there in some
Big time.
way, shape, or fashion. I know that's where I came from. That was my first introduction into ever even using Discord, bro. Was that? And that was less than a year ago. Yeah, it was like 8-9 months ago. So yeah.
Now I may not be that old, but like I got into Discord when I was like 19, so I can't say anything. I'm only 23. Yeah, I was late.
Well, I mean, earlier you touched on the topic, but earlier you had mentioned that you love doing GMs and builds for GMs. If there was anything that you could share with a Guardian out there who could be struggling with GMs, what would you tell them?
Okay, if you're a hunter, I advise strictly using Stasis or Void for most GMs. But if you want to be a little quirky, I say go Gathering Storm Arc Staff and just match the surges with your weapons. Like if it's Void Surge, like and if it's unstoppable, match a Void Scout. That's straightforward. Just like look at all of the mods and then just like build it out. There's a lot of great creators that make a lot of videos about it. But if you're a warlock, Starfire Protocol is getting nerfed, so you're kind of like you're stuck between a Sunbracer or not. But you can also go Stasis Lock with Osmiomancy. That's always a fun build to use on warlocks. And then for Titan, Strand. Just go Strand, Abeyant Leap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, couldn't agree more with that one.
And yeah, and then another good Titan build, Ursa Furiosa, Banner Shield, Void. That's another fun one to run.
Interesting. I like it.
But most weapons that I would advise using, use Wish Ender. You get your super back with that so quickly. Yeah, Arbalist is cool, but you run out of ammo with that, and Wish Ender just does so much tick damage. Like it's just amazing for that.
Yeah, I've tried to sit there and make builds because it's what I do on YouTube mostly is Titan builds, and it's so hard to not use Witch Ender. I mean, for one, you got the anti-barrier intrinsic in it, you know what I mean? And one full charge shot will completely delete that bubble, the shield, and it's just and it one taps all red bars for the most part, headshotting. It's hard not to run that, to be honest.
Or another uncommon one that not many people do, if it's anti-barrier sniper, like for example for the season, put on Izanagi's Burden. Or Outbreak Perfected if it's anti-barrier pulse.
Yeah.
But those are your exotic options. There's a bunch of legendary options. The 340s hit pretty good. BXR, Incandescent, that's a great one. especially for next week's GM, Lake of Shadows.
Mm.
Now, you will need a lot of Unstoppable, so I'm just letting you all know that now if you're going to farm that. A lot of Unstoppable. So I advise Bastion, the Heavy Bow. Bastion's
Leviathans.
Leviathan's Breath. There's Bastion in the kinetic slot, and then there's also Leviathan's Breath in the energy. No, sorry. Heavy.
Yeah.
I'm losing my mind, guys.
You're good. You're good.
You're fading.
And since it's gonna be Void Surge, and a lot of Unstoppables, there's Aisha's Embrace of Scout Rifle, Vouchsafe, Doom of Chelchis, and then for the anti-barrier, put on an Arbalist. That would
Nice.
just help out your build so much. And there's a little cheese spot at the boss. There's a guide on YouTube that you can actually look it up. Just type in Lake of Shadow cheese spot boss room, and it will show you how to jump up to it.
Awesome, man. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. I'm sure that's helpful for everybody out there that's listening. Definitely go check that out. Last question before we get you into the Wheel of Misfortune. I wanted to know, is there any certain weapons or subclasses that you'd really like to get better with in the Crucible? Is there something that, that you really want to just practice and practice?
Stasis Titan.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that is a specialty for sure.
I just want to get good with it, man. But I don't know how, so I've just been keep going back to either Arc or Void. But I just got to stick with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
it's interesting because right now I'm actually using the Strand Hunter quite a bit lately.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of good things about that.
That's annoying, bro. Those are so annoying to play against, like good ones. Especially with that suspend dive shit or whatever it's called.
Yep.
Yeah. That can catch off guard. I was actually watching a Walla video yesterday, and he was just showing off a gun, but he was playing as a Strand Hunter, and bro. That dude's on a whole nother level though. That guy's ridiculous.
Oh, he yeah.
Like for real. Like I just don't understand his reflexes, but yeah.
Dude, it's insane. Walla. Same with our Frostbolt. He made a really good video on that too for like the Strand Hunter. If you want to check that out, but yeah.
Right. Cool. So, practice your Freezy Boy Titan.
Definitely.
I think it'll be getting better next season, but we'll see. We'll get into that later. All right, Wheel of Misfortune, shall we?
Hey, let's do it.
Break it down for the people that don't know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Wheel of Misfortune. If you're just tuning in for the first time, never heard of it before, here's a little bit of an analogy. Think of the Wheel of Fortune, except the wheel has, for every item that's on the wheel, it's a weapon within your vault. So we use an RNG generator and dim. When we pull up dim, we'll randomize weapons only, and we'll use an RNG generator to break it down from there. 1 being primary, 2 being the secondary, and 3 being heavy. So RNG generator between values of 1 and 3, roll the dice, and we got a 1 for once.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Venom, if you want to bring up dim and randomize your weapons only, let us know what weapon was selected. And furthermore, what you would save.
There you go.
So it's kinetic, right? It's kinetic, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I got a Buzzard, Adept, Rangefinder, Overflow. I will delete it. I'll delete it.
Hey.
Okay.
It's gone.
Which one would you protect if there's one in your vault though? Which one is the absolute
My hung juries.
Yeah.
I have 5 Adept hung juries that I will never get rid of as long as I live.
Okay.
No one's taking them from me. I will defend them.
He's taking those data files to the grave. It will be in his cemetery on a disc. Like
they will actually. I'm not gonna lie. I grinded my butt off for them. In season of the Splicer, and I grinded my butt off last season for them as well, and this season too.
Very good, very good. Doing the work of Dado, 1 vault at a time.
Actually, I'm doing a GM right now, so I'm just gonna get that Buzzard right back.
There you go.
See, I got the Lunalata 4B For those that don't know, this is a stasis lightweight combat bow. And I got successful warm-up, well-rounded with a draw time masterwork. I just thought it would be something worth keeping around. I still haven't touched it. This is still zeros as far as enemies defeated with it. But it's gone. It's gone, baby. See you later.
Wait. What was the roll on it again?
Well-rounded and shit. Successful warm-up? Is that what I said? I just deleted it. Right.
I mean,
Still, yeah, successful warm-up, well-rounded. My dim hasn't updated after I deleted it, so
We'll have to
it's
listen
still
back
there.
to it.
It's still there.
yeah.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
If you got if it dropped with headstone, I would have said keep it, but yeah,
It's gone. I need room. What about you, Sweaty? What you have?
Well, we get a legal action too. This would be rampage killing win roll gone.
Oh, I feel like you just hurt Gator's heart, bro. Like he talks about that legal action that it slept on.
It's gone. It's gone.
All right.
Oh, I love that pulse too. Rip.
It is what it is.
It's gone.
Yeah.
The wills have spoken, bro. The wills have spoken, and it is deleted. So
sure has, because I can't speak tonight.
all right.
Let's get it.
Try one more.
Shit. Okay. He wants to go again.
Right, let's go. Let's go. What do we got? We got a Pizzicato 22 with rangefinder and fragile focus ricochet rounds, corkscrew rifling, handling masterwork. God.
No shot. Do crafted weapons count?
I think so.
Oh, weapons.
Okay. It was just a revision 0 with a level 7. It's fine.
You don't have to delete if you don't want to, bro. It's not forced upon you. We will not kick you out of the podcast if you say I'm not deleting. Promise.
He's gone.
Kicked from the Discord, the clan as well. I don't know if we mentioned that he is a BBL member.
And I'm very proud of it. I like being in the clan.
Hell yeah.
We appreciate you. We appreciate having you.
What'd you get, Sweaty?
Oh shoot, what was it? The Pizzicato?
Oh, that's right. You did say that.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
I got the one that I got the Autumn Wind. It's that new pulse rapid fire frame, and this was the Headseeker roll. Kato was talking about not the specific roll, but he was talking about how Headseekers is nasty on it.
Is good.
I see you.
Yeah, so this one's about to be gone. That's okay because these drop a dime a dozen. But this is Headseeker heating up ricochet rounds. I put on the chambered compensator, and it's got a reload masterwork. So it's gone. It's gone. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Oh, housekeeping. Totally skipped over housekeeping. So before we go to our quick break and get into the show topic, let's cover housekeeping real quick.
Yes.
We do gotta have a big BlueBerry Lounge welcome to Spider87 in the Discord known as SpiderBerry. Welcome, Spider. And he's been active too ever since he's been here, so it's awesome. Love to see it.
Love to see it for sure.
And
yes, very much thank you. Thank you for joining us.
We also got somebody to the clan that joined was it yesterday? A couple days ago, something like that.
Yeah, I think this was yesterday.
Yeah. I don't want to fuck up your name, but I think it's Appellade. Is Appellade?
Yeah, I think you got it. I think you got it. Yeah.
Okay. Appellade, welcome to the BlueBerry Lounge clan. Appreciate you, man. Looking forward to gaming with you.
Big time. Thank you for joining us. I'm sorry, I don't have the voice to properly thank you tonight.
We're not gonna get no crackhead drifter tonight. I don't think.
Crackhead drifter. That's a strung out, strung out drifter.
He's on the down from his crack high.
He's on the down. Oh dear.
All right,
ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging in there with us through episode 17. And after this short break, we are going to dive into the show topic right after this.
I tell everyone you're my favorite guardian. Who cares? You fight like an animal. I tell everyone you're my favorite guardian. Who cares? You fight like an animal. I tell everyone you're my favorite guardian. Who cares? You fight like an animal. I tell everyone you're my favorite guardian. Who cares? You fight like an animal. I tell everyone you're my favorite guardian. Who cares? You fight like an animal. I tell everyone you're my favorite guardian. Who cares? You fight like an animal. I tell everyone you're my favorite guardian. Who cares? You fight like an animal. I tell everyone you're my favorite guardian. Who cares? You fight like an animal. I tell everyone you're my favorite guardian. Who cares? You fight like an animal. I tell everyone you're my favorite guardian. Who cares? You fight like an animal.
All right, we are back, and it is time to jump into segment number 2 of our show. This is episode 17, and our show topic, we're going to be talking about, just everything that we've gotten as far as weapons and exotics in this season. It was the first season of Lightfall. There was quite a bit that we got, not just exotics, but weapons in general. Now, we've got these listed out here. And we'll just kind of hit on each one. Have you used it? Have you not? Because there's some of these, bro, that I haven't touched really. I might have it sit in the vault or something like that. And they're still sitting there because they escaped the wheel of misfortune, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll just talk on these. We'll hit up the new exotics too, and get everybody's feel for it since the season is coming to an end soon. And then we have that season 21 armor tuning preview that Bungie has graciously given us with lots of different tweaks and updates to different exotic armor. So I thought this would be the perfect time to do it. I mean, we still have another week until the season's over, but I feel like next week's episode is going to be jam-packed with everything about season 21. I feel like that they're going to drop something big to let us know what's going on, what we're going to see, come season 21.
Well, definitely. Well, I mean, let's do it this way. Why don't we just move it through section by section? We'll name off all the weapons from that section, and then we can go back to any particular one that might be a highlight. Maybe there's only one in there, so we can just keep it moving that way.
That sounds good, bro. Let's do it.
All right, cool. I'll be happy to start this off. So why don't we start with the auto rifles? So new, not reprised. We got Perpetualis, Strand Adaptive Seasonal. Perpetualis being the 600 RPM. We have the Rufus's Fury from the Ron Raid. That's a Strand and a Rapid Fire. We also have the Coronach 22. That's a Solar Adaptive World Drop. And if I were to speak to any of these, I mean, definitely Rufus's Fury. I've had a few of those that I've had drop. It wouldn't necessarily be one of my go-to weapons necessarily. I did attempt to use Perpetualis with target lock on it. And there's an interesting interaction on Perpetualis when you have Cascade Point on it, because if you get the kill and you swap to it, it becomes 1000 RPM. So that's actually really quite interesting. Shout out to Lego LaFlash for sharing that with the community.
Yeah, I've seen Perpetualis a few times in the Crucible. I see a lot more Rufus's Fury, of course. But yeah, I mean, I haven't got me a good Perpetualis. I've been shamming, so to speak, when it comes to running Neo Muna stuff and anything outside of Trials or Comp. Like I've been really slacking in the other departments besides GMs. Like I hit up GMs, but that's all I've been doing. And I definitely need to go get that because I do want to feel it. Like I think there's something to these weapons that it's not just like, okay, what's the stats? What's this? What's that? What kind of rolls? Like sometimes just even the sight picture that you have on it, right? Like can make it feel really good. So I try to do my best to try weapons, even if they're not considered that great or whatever, But Rufus's Fury is definitely one that I have crafted, and I got target lock and perpetual. Yeah, it's nice. I put my Trials Memento on that one as well, I think, actually. So
yeah, I think I'm like just 2 red borders away from being able to craft it, so I just need to do the raid more.
Yeah. Coronach, I have no idea. I've gotten it, but I haven't used it. Venom, does any of these? Are you feeling any of these?
I can speak to Coronach. Don't use it. Just if you want to use a good solar adaptive auto rifle, there's tons of other ones out there.
Okay, this one, yeah. I'd probably use my summoner over this guy.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Summoner's great. Honestly, even some of the Sunset auto rifles are just better than it because just Amit, I would just say go and craft that.
Yeah.
Amit, however you want to say it. Rufus's Fury, love it. It's great. Perpetualis, I haven't used it. I don't have any red borders for it. I've been slacking on all that stuff too. So
yeah, too busy in PvP and GMs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was looking.
I really should be going to get me a buzzard, but I just haven't tried yet.
Well, shit, bro. I'll run you through it after this if you want. If you have time.
Cool, man. Cool.
Yeah,
I'm sure Venom would be.
So, I mean, hey, we got Venom Berry here. He is a part of the BBL. So, you know what, Venom? Why don't you move us through both bows and hand cannons, since there's not a whole big list there. If you're comfortable with that.
I guess I can do that.
We do one more thing. Sorry to cut you off, but I just wanted to touch on one more thing on that core knock,
Sure.
because I was just
Yep.
looking at it, because I haven't even like pulled it up, and I pulled up in dim, and for one, it's an Amalon, right? So, or a Suros. I'm sorry, it's a Suros. So you got that Suros synergy, which is really nice to have with that flinch resist and that handling. So that frame by itself, or the foundry, is nice, but it does have, you can get target lock, and it also does have Zen moment.
Oh yeah.
So I might be on the lookout. I might stop just auto deleting this and just give it a shot, man.
Might even be fun to try in sixes, right? Like you don't have to take
Yeah.
everything in a comp.
Yeah, it's base.
Could try kill chaining sixes. In it. Who knows?
16 zoom feels like that would be perfect too. All right, my bad. But I pulled it up because I knew I had one in my vault. I wanted to see what it does have on it. So I'm not gonna completely disregard that one until I try a good roll of it. But go ahead, man. My bad. Go on to the bows.
Oh no, it's all good. So the bow, the Raconteur, that's our new Stasis Precision seasonal bow. You can get that from the war table.
It's a pretty
or
good
you
bow.
can get that from the Defiance Battlegrounds. Just run those a bunch. And then there's the new hand cannon Round Robin. It's strand and it's aggressive, and it's from Neomuna. Best way to farm this, I would say, just do the gold patrols on Neomuna once you complete the Lightfall story.
Yeah, that's how I got
Keep
mine.
running
Yeah.
those back to back to back until they eventually all drop.
That
Or
round.
you can farm up Terminal Overload, or there's a better way actually. Go to Nimbus, just farm his ranks. Just do that over and over while you're doing the gold patrols, because he also drops those weapons as well.
I'll be doing that grind again for iterative loop.
I need to do that, bro. Yeah, I'll do it with you. Shit, I want that.
It's a fun one.
That round robin, I heard, is a piece of shit though. So there's no.
Oh, speaking of the Raconteur, by the way, there was a night where we had done some scrims, and we were using bows and sidearms that night. So I get to know my Raconteur, and this one that I would have is a reload masterwork, polymer string, fiberglass arrow shaft, archer's tempo, and successful warm up. And this is on a precision frame, and it felt very crispy, very crispy.
Yeah, I just pulled it up to see what it rolls, and there is some nice rolls on that.
Big time, big time. So I am gonna say, do not sleep on that weapon. Do not sleep on it. If you get a good roll, at the very least, try it. If you suspect that you have a good roll.
Yeah.
It
can run.
I can go and craft it.
Can run headstone.
Even better. Even better.
Payload.
I think I can also craft it. I'm not 100% certain yet.
I need one more pattern for it. Missing one pattern.
Ooh.
What about that round robin though? Like I heard it's not too good, right? I mean,
no, it's garbage. You shouldn't bother. Just move on. Keep it moving. Mine's not weapon level 81 with 674 crucible opponents defeated because kill, clip, and keep away.
Not at all, right?
No.
It's not the best, guys. Just
Yeah, I mean, it's just a 71 range with 100 recoil direction. It's not a big deal, okay?
Oh man, you are good with that damn thing. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Honestly, I haven't used it in a minute because I've been stuck in this True Prophecy, dude. It's so good.
Yeah.
93 recoil direction at base, bro. With a 42 stability, masterwork, 45 handling, like rangefinder, explosive payload. I can 3-tap heads from 42 meters away.
Welcome back, Sauced. You got a Sauce Waffle in the chat.
Hey. However, moving on, we have pulse rifles here. So under pulse rifles, we have the Autumn Wind, which would be a kinetic rapid crucible. We also have Battle Scar. Forgive the squeak in the voice. Like I said, my voice is going. We got Battle Scar, which is a kinetic lightweight world drop. I've gotten a couple of these, and yeah, it's pretty nice. And then there's also the Philotactic Spiral, which is an arc high impact Neomuna pulse rifle, and I have mine crafted. It's very good, very good. I like it a lot.
I've gotten slapped by that Philotactic a couple times in the Crucible. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Ooh,
It
yeah, that's pretty good.
feels good. I just haven't got any good rolls on it because I haven't been doing Neomuna, which I gotta do.
Mm.
Uh, I would like to craft that one for sure.
Battle Scar, I've gotten a couple of good drops from. I think I got mine from Gambit, if I'm not mistaken. And Autumn Wind, me and Kato love Autumn Wind. Certainly, Rangefinder, Headseeker. Ooh wee. Yep.
Yeah, that is nice. Battle Scar, I think I've only gotten dropped once, man. Like, I don't know if it's just it feels like it's not very weighted when it comes to the drops. But then again, like I said, I haven't been doing much regular world activities either, so that could be the reason why I feel like it's so rare.
Well, I have a couple drops here. I could give a few examples. So it's a lightweight frame. I have Headseeker Perfect Float as an example. This one would come with Arrowhead Break, which is perfect because that gives me 99 recoil direction. I have another one here of Osmosis Encore, which could be interesting. Also, again, Arrowhead Break with Accurized rounds. And I have another one here, Eye of the Storm and Shot Swap. I want to test out Shot Swap because I feel like it could be niche, but it depends on the weapon type because I feel like it's like going to be like one of those maybe fusion and then swap type of perks, but I'm not 100% certain yet.
This is basically Lincoln Green, right? Or Jurassic Green now? Like, from that is the same, I believe.
Just in the kinetic slide.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the Jurassic Green is a rapid. This is a lightweight, being Battle Scar.
Okay.
But let's see. The Autumn Wind is a rapid, similar to Jurassic Green, like you were saying.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
So you weren't completely off base.
It does. I think it's just the look of it. It's got the same design, I feel, as like Jorm Claw and all that. Cool. Hell yeah. Not a big pulse guy, but Autumn Wind does feel nice sometimes.
Big time. Certainly when you get a couple of them.
All right. I'll take us to Scout Rifles. There's one here, and that's the one that's currently going on with Guardian Games. That's the Toraxipus. And this is Strand and lightweight and dropped from Guardian Games. And yeah, there's some interesting rolls you can get on that. It does have that kinetic tremor. I think that's the... Wait, no. Does it? Am I tripping? Hold on. No, because it's Strand.
Yeah, it's Strand.
The explosive payload was the one that I was testing on this one to see if that mixed with gut shot straight would activate it, because the explosive payload, the explosive damage counts as body damage. So that would, kick in gut shot straight, which increases your body shot damage, which is usually by 20%. So me and Moira actually tested this, and we went in there, and I had that roll, and I had a couple other rolls to make sure that we have, the numbers correct. And it looked like it only took it up 3 more damage points for that body damage as far as the explosion goes. So, I mean, 3 damage is 3 damage, but it just, it feels like there's other stuff you can run with that. And then, of course, that cascade point was another big one that a lot of people were talking about, and how you can, when you proc cascade point, you just kind of fire that shit like a sub almost, and it's doing dumb damage. But cascade point is cool, man, but it's just such a, like, just a, I don't know, a very small chance of getting that going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Getting killed with the other one and then hoping there's people around you. I guess maybe for 6s, it'd be more viable, but I don't know. I don't see really using cascade point in any kind of comp or trials. Any thoughts on the Toraxipus from you guys?
No, not in particular. What's your thoughts, Venom?
Mostly on 4th times the charm and hatchling for this thing, just for PvE. Even for PvP, I just like hatchling. But that would be my go-to roll, 4th times hatchling. Or explosive payload. Does it roll that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it does. Okay. I wasn't sure.
All right. I'll take us to the next one here. Sidearms. We got 2 sidearms that dropped here. We got the Michael's Reverence, and this is Strand Rapid Fire, and it is from the Root of Nightmares raid.
Most commonly known as the ball sack.
Or the Glock sack, I've been hearing too. Or Glockenballs, I think is what people are saying. Glockenballs, yeah. And then the Sinuna SI6 Stasis Amalam Adaptive World Drop. Michael's is cool. I like Michael's a lot. It's got a lot of interesting. There's actually one thing on those weapons from Ron that I've been finding really interesting. I just have yet to really put it into effect, and that's that paracausal. Shit, what's it called? I gotta bring it up now. I think it's paracausal affinity. I want to say. Have you seen that one? Yeah, paracausal affinity, and it's like final blows of energy. Energy types matching this weapon's alignment grants increased damage for a short period of time. Light final blows boost arc, solar, and void weapons. Darkness final blows boost stasis and strand weapons. So trying to figure out how you pair that, but there's not too many darkness weapons, because I'm sitting there thinking like you kill an ad with that and then focus the boss with your stasis or strand heavy weapon. You know what I mean? To get that buff and damage. But it feels good. It's definitely a nice one. 450 rapid fire frame, like I said. So, and for the other one, the Sionuna SI6, I got one, and I think I used it for infusion because it dropped high, and it was like I needed something to infuse real quick, so I haven't tried it out. What about you guys?
No, I haven't tried any of them yet.
I haven't even gotten either of them. I don't even know if Sionuna exists, in my opinion. But
yeah, I've only seen that Sionuna drop once. It's a world drop, just like Battle Scar and whatnot.
That's why.
Mm-hmm.
The loophole is just so big right now.
I'll take snipers real quick, and then I'll pass it off to one of you guys. The Iroganji stasis rapid fire world drop, and then the Volta bracket, which is strand aggressive frame, and you can get that from Neomuna. Iroganji, I have yet to drop for me as well. Just not doing enough world activities to get these drops. So I was curious if you guys, it's a rapid fire frame, which those did get buffed. I'm curious if you guys have gotten that, and if you did, have you tried it?
I did have one that I did like. It was rapid hit and headstone, but I ended up using it for shard ammunition for something else. Because trials.
Okay.
Actually, I've been using the Volta bracket in this weekend's trials, and it's pretty good. I'm going to be leveling up my crafted one now. It's very good.
Volta bracket.
I can't say I've used it.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I can't say I've used the Iroganji, but I have used the Volta bracket.
I had this one particular situation earlier. This morning, I was online playing trials. I was playing with, shout out to Boxes, BOXYZZ. And I was in a 2v1 scenario. They were doing a pinch. I was in the middle. One of them was pushing me, and this guy I managed to get with the primary, but the one behind me, I was running out of time, and I knew it. So I just crouched down, turned around, pulled out the Volta bracket, snapped the headshot right quick, and I was like, oh. And then we won the round. And this happened all in the span of like maybe 2-3 seconds. I was like, okay.
Yeah, reminder to the listeners too, this is craftable. So sure you get that. It does have a 50 zoom. I don't really care too much for 50 zoom snipers. I feel like it's a little bit too zoomy. I do, the only one that I do use is Cloud Strike, just because it's Cloud Strike and that's got a 50 zoom. So if you're familiar with Cloud Strike, it's got the same zoom value.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Urakanji. I want to get that because I just kind of like the name, to be honest with you. What do you guys want to take? Submachine guns. There's one in here that's
yeah, I'll take
less known.
I'll do the devil's work here.
Oh no.
Submachine guns. Nothing too notable. Nothing important. Nobody cares. Moving on. No, I'm just kidding. We have the Synchronic Roulette. This would be a strand precision terminus overload weapon. You could also get it from Lemming Harbor. This one would be the 600 RPM strand weapon. And the star of, shall I say, season 20, whether we wanted it or not. You've heard it. You know it. The sound of it is still burning in the back of your skull. It's the Immortal. This would be a strand aggressive submachine gun. Of course, sitting in your kinetic slot because it's strand. Comes from trials. And yeah, we are all looking to our therapists to this day.
Next week, the final trials of this season, it should be back, right, for adept rolls. I thought I read that somewhere, right? Because I never got me an adept roll one, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's it.
Land 3K in the chat said ban Immortal, ban Fusion, ban Titans. That will never happen. Okay.
No Titan banning, but the Immortal, we could do a whole episode on that, and it would just be me crying. So
awesome. Let's see
well,
here.
Raider, I think we got some fusions coming up next.
We do indeed.
I can take care of that if you guys want.
Go for it, man.
Senor.
Irritative Loop, Arc Rapid Fireframe Neomuna fusion. You can get that the same way that you would get most things on Neomuna. Just do the gold patrols. And then the Royal Executioner Solar Adaptive. It's from this season, Season of Defiance. So do the Season of Defiance activities. Just the battlegrounds and stuff like that. And Irritative Loop got a huge buff, so you'll see that quite a bunch with Immortal. Does anyone else have any thoughts on them? Or
Iterative Loop, I definitely want to get crafted. That's a good one. I was fortunate enough to have a good drop of it in the meantime, just to keep me busy. I'm trying to find it here really quickly if I can, because I'm curious what the roll was. There she be. So this one would be a Stability Masterwork. And it comes with Corkscrew Rifling, Projection Fuse, Under Pressure, and Kickstart. And it slaps. It's good. It's very good.
Yeah, I want to get one crafted for sure.
Yeah, me too.
Like I need to. I loaded up last night after I got pissed off with trials. I mean, I stayed up till like 3:30 something in the morning last night. Like, and I stopped playing Destiny around 1:30. I was just chilling for the rest of the time, but up until like 1:30, I was like trying to get my confidence card and not having the best of luck. And I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna fuck trials for now. I'm gonna go jump into Neomuna and grind some shit that I need to grind. So
there you go.
That's what I went to go do, and I loaded in. And I was like, I don't feel like doing this. This is boring. And I just switched to YouTube and chilled for the rest of the night. But I've been putting it off, man. I need to. That Royal Executioner though, I do have all the mats for it, or all the patterns. So yeah, I need to craft one. I actually hit up Fluffy about it today in the Discord, and he shot me a link to Legola Flash's video. And I think it's titled like 22-meter fusion rifle. So that's probably what rolls I'll be trying on it. I just got to go in and watch that video again.
Yeah. Very best. I actually do have mine crafted. It's mid, meaning there are better that can sit in that slot. But for a crafted weapon, it's not terrible. It's not terrible.
I've been working my fusion rifle skills, man. So
yeah, me too. Especially with that Techian Force that I got. Oh, dude,
bro. Wait, that's a new one too. Shouldn't that be on this list? Did I fuck that up?
It is not a new one. It's been around for quite some time. Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking it was from
the Last Wish raid.
I was thinking it was Neomuna weapon for some reason.
Nope. But the one that I would have dropped for me is a selection of either small bore or fluted barrel, projection fuse, snapshot sights, rangefinder on a range masterwork. This is a 660 charge time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I like it. It's good.
That's awesome. I was using Iota Draconis last night. Thought I'd give that one a run. Yeah. I got that that one that Zerd dropped with the God roll a while back. The high impact reserves and the other one. You know what I'm talking about. High impact reserves. Where the fuck is it? Here it is. Under pressure and high impact reserves.
Nice.
Charge time masterwork. It feels kind of nice, man. I'm getting more used to these, so I'm kind of excited that I'm actually putting some time into fusions because they are fun and it is satisfying when you get that kill with it.
A good counter to Immortal.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
All right, Glaives is up next. This is the ritual weapon for the season.
Ugh.
Ecliptic Distaff, Void Adaptive Frame Glaive. I have nothing to say on this, guys. So if you guys have anything, if not, we can move on.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Yeah, there's nothing exciting about Glaives really right now. Hopefully that changes in the future. Grenade launchers. Prodigal Return. It's an arc lightweight and it is from the season. Yeah, I think this one can roll Volt Shot, I want to say.
Yeah.
Which was interesting. I still haven't messed with it yet, but yeah, craftable, I believe. So you guys tried it at all?
No.
Nah.
It's a GL.
A little bit.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely looks like more for the PvE side of things.
Yeah.
Shotties. I'll hit shotties last, and when you guys can take over after this one, we got the Basso Ostinato. Did I hit that right? Maybe. It's a void rapid fire shotgun. Obviously, you can get this from the terminal overload in Ahimsa Park. Ahimsa. All right, from that place. It's
Ahimsa Park.
It's in Neomuna. It's a beautiful place. Go check it out. Go get your Bassa Ostinato. But that's where it drops. Me again. I haven't touched it because I haven't farmed enough in terminal overloads. So I got nothing. Hand in hand, arc aggressive will drop. Same. Don't know. I don't really like aggressive frame shotties, anyways. So it's a pass for me. And I haven't got world drops, like I said, on the last few weapons. And then Nessa's Obligation is the Void Pinpoint from Root of Nightmares. This one I actually am interested in, and I do want to craft this one once I get all the patterns because it does roll some interesting things that I think can have some viability when it comes to the PvE side or PvP side, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the big ones on it is it does have Repulsor Brace, which will give you that overshield when you defeat a void debuff target. And it also, if I am not thinking wrong here, should have, there it is, destabilizing rounds. So you can kind of see a synergy with that one where final blows cause nearby targets to become volatile, which is a void debuff. So you hit one, surrounding enemies become volatile, which is a void debuff, kill them. Now you got overshield from Repulsor Brace. So you can see the synergy in that one. So
nice.
Yeah, that one could be fun to play with. Still need some more patterns for that one. Have you guys used that one at all?
No, I haven't used any of those ones yet. No.
Have you seen it in the Crucible at all?
Not in particular.
I've seen hand in hand in the Crucible, but that's about it.
Okay.
None of the other ones.
Interesting. You guys
now
want to
what I have
Trace?
seen?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, what I have seen in the Crucible is Acacia's Dejection being a trace rifle. That would be a solar adaptive from the Ron raid. Yeah, I've definitely been slapped by it a number of times. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
It's good, man. It's good. If you ever get the chance to craft one, definitely don't sleep on it.
Yeah, I like Tracer. I was actually using Cold Heart when I was messing around yesterday in Trials, and it felt so good, bro. And it feels like it kind of surprises people because it's not just, especially on the map this week with Cauldron. It's mostly like sub shotgun kind of rushy or snipe watching certain lanes, and then you hit them with something different like a trace rifle that's not being expected. It's it throws them off for a second for sure. So.
Big time.
I'd like to get the Acacia's Disjection crafted as well because it has some interesting rolls on it, or interesting rolls that you can run with it.
And in heavy grenade launchers, we have some new weapons here as well. We have Dimensional Hypotrochoid being a stasis compressed waveframe from Neomuna. We have Caraxis's Distress, which is Strand, rapid fire, also from the Ron raid. We have the Marsilian Sea being solar, a rapid world drop, and last but not least, the Regnant, which is void adaptive seasonal. If there was any of the four there that I could really speak to, it's only one, being the dimensional hypotrochoid, and I do have mine crafted,
Oh,
and
nice.
it could definitely be some fun for sure.
Yeah, that's a unique one. That's
Yeah.
the only compressed waveframe or heavy waveframe that's in the game, right? Like that was a brand new thing.
Yeah, I definitely really enjoy it for PvE.
Yeah.
I was trying to look it up. That's the only thing that I can like hit on with this as far as these two is that hypotrochoid. It's,
Yeah.
just it's so interesting, man.
I can actually hit on the Regnant.
Okay.
So you guys know how it's craftable, right? With explosive, light, and auto loading.
Okay.
Mm.
I grinded my butt off the last week of season 19 for a Wendigo GL3 just for them to release that. I was a little upset. I'll admit that. I was a little upset, but it's a great grenade launcher for Void,
Yeah.
especially with volatile rounds. It's awesome.
Interesting. That is, I mean, that is the combo you want when you're doing like GMs and raids and whatnot, or master
Yeah.
raids. So cool. I'll keep my eye out on that Regnant. I don't know how many more patterns I need for it, but I'm sitting on so many fucking. Let me pull it up because I just before we get on to the next ones.
For sure.
You know, the tracker, the engram tracker. So I haven't really spent anything. War table, I'm sitting at 253 engrams for the season that I'm at to burn through. 152 for the Crucible, and then the other ones are just here and there, you know. But I'll be using that on my other alt characters to level them up, and then hopefully I can get a shit ton of red borders out of that war table one. So hopefully I can, at the end of the season, have some craftable stuff going into next season. Sorry to derail, bro. I don't know why. It just popped out of my head.
No, you're good.
All right. Linear fusion rifles. We got Briar's Contempt. This is a solar aggressive linear fusion rifle, and this is from the Root of Nightmares. Being aggressive, that is that 3-round burst, if you will. Linear fusion, similar to Stormbringer. Yeah, Stormbringer. But yeah, it's a solar version. It's an interesting one as well. I have played with it here and there, but I haven't used it and really like jumped into it. Obviously I don't have it crafted or anything either. So
Yeah.
Heavy machine gun, circular logic, strand, adaptive frame, and you get this from Terminal Overload Zephyr Concourse, and that's where you get that one. And,
I've definitely used that one before.
You could. Yeah, that one's an interesting one. There's some different roles to it, and it does have that nanotech tracer rocket thing, and that's the one thing that I was like kind of looking forward to on that one. Just with those little extra burst damages, but it just felt really slow for me.
Got you. Yeah, like the circular logic heavy machine gun was definitely one that I would really enjoy. Actually, that was I think the first thing that I used in day one raid of Ron, and it helped. Back. Yep, for sure.
No,
but yeah, so
shit,
that would
sorry.
be my favorite one
Yeah,
for
just so
sure.
I can,
Now
like,
swords, we have Caretaker being a solar adaptive seasonal. And then we also have Nezredin being an arc adaptive world drop. Caretaker, I think I've messed around with a little bit. I don't really know much about that Nezredin sword too much. Have you encountered these at all, Venom?
Oh, the swords?
Yeah.
I saw Caretaker a couple of times. I got killed with Valiant Charge. The guy launched himself across the map.
Oh yeah.
It was a cool. I wasn't even mad. I was like, that was awesome. But now as Reddit, it can also get Valiant Charge, so they can do the same thing, but there's always gonna be a better sword. So
Yep. Bring a sword, Guardian.
Yeah. and if you like Incandescent, I'd get Caretaker for ad clear.
Got you.
All right, I'm back. My bad.
No, you're good.
Let's see.
So yeah, Caretaker or Nezredin. Have you seen either of these at all? Really much, Raider? I mean, me and Venom were just talking about it here. We haven't seen it too much, but we've definitely encountered some a little bit.
Yeah, not at all, man. To be honest, those are just hard ones. I mean, I don't know. Like, I definitely not in GMs, you know. Definitely not in Trials or Comp, because I mean, if you're gonna use a sword, you're likely gonna use something with eagers, you know. So, yeah, unfortunately, not. You know, It'd be cool for swords to get a buff to make them a little bit more viable and fun, because swords are fun. And I've always wanted to do a Titan build because Titans do have some sword exotic armor to help with certain things. So nah, I can't say I have, nor have I really used them.
Alrighty.
Okay, let's see. All right, new exotics. We'll briefly touch on these. We got new exotics, weapons and armor that were introduced this season. And after we're done with this, we will just jump real quick into the preview, the tuning preview. New exotics. You got Rigorous Curve. You have Conditional Finality. You have Final Warning, Vexcalibur, Winterbite, and Deterministic Chaos. Those were the weapons introduced this season at the beginning of Lightfall for season 20, Season of Defiance. I don't have Winterbite or Vexcalibur. I'm still slacking on that. I still need to do that stupid ass mission, bro. Like, I've gotten to the end solo like early when it first came out, and I got irritated and shut off my Xbox. So I need to go back and do that one so I can finish it. And I think Winterbite, I'm just missing like, is that the one where you got to do the terminal overloads, like each one of them or something like that?
Yeah.
I want to say, yeah. I think I'm just
I
missing
still haven't
one.
done that.
I think I'm still just missing one for that, and then I'll have it. But which ones jump out at you guys, or that you use, or which ones do you really care to talk about?
I don't use any of them.
No?
Speed loader
There's
slacks I like, but outside of that, like Virgilus Curve don't use. Conditional Finality hasn't dropped. It doesn't exist. Final Warning I don't have. Excalibur I use. Winterbite doesn't exist. Deterministic Chaos doesn't exist. Camus Bridge doesn't exist. Beyond doesn't exist. And what is it? The Kaitarakni's Faucet doesn't exist. Ballasdor doesn't exist, and Swarmers doesn't exist. So,
So what
Simple.
he's saying is it's all irrelevant to him.
Yeah, exactly, huh?
The only one I want to talk about, Conditional Finality.
Yeah.
Hate that thing. Enough said.
It's good. It is good. And we were just going against it before we jumped in here.
We were.
In trials. It's just got, it's not that it's like the most hard hitting or anything like that. It's the handling stat. It has a crazy handling. So the ability to swap out and slide in and get that shoddy kill is nice. Virgilus Curve, I think that one's kind of slept on. I want to make a Virgilus Curve build like come next season. Hopefully stasis might be a focus as far as, like the changes coming and stuff like that. But Virgilus Curve, you can really just like stack and get everything frozen on top of all the shit you can freeze as a Titan, with your slides and your barricades and stuff like that. So that'll be cool. Deterministic Chaos is another one that I wanted to actually kind of touch on, because that one I used it when I first got it, and it's just unique. And I feel like you pairing that with the right team composition of other types of heavy weapons is nice, because you're getting that weekend effect on all the enemies. You're getting that that volatile every 16th round or something like that. Yeah. I haven't even got the landscape. I haven't even tried to get it because I don't play stasis. Titan. So a Bayant Leap is absolutely beautiful, though. That thing is so good, man. And especially in GMs, kind of like what you were talking about earlier, Venom. Bayant Leap's awesome.
I should be trying to get that Strand Hunter helmet, but I just haven't tried yet. Entirely my own fault.
Is that, if I remember right, that's the one where after you grapple, you get woven armor?
Yeah, I haven't gotten it yet, or just haven't even tried to get it yet, I guess.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be nice. Anything else on these exotics, guys?
No, I think I'm good there.
Touch on the Swarmers.
Okay.
So I just like to use that for Warlock, even in the Crucible. So you consume your Threadling Grenade, and then once you put up the Swarmers, that will unleash eight Threadlings on your enemy. 8 of them. It is terrifying.
Yeah.
Keep them moving.
Yeah.
And then the Balladus Wrathweavers, basically, if you just use Osmiomancy. If you're a Warlock, just use Osmiomancy gloves. There are a lot more use cases for them than Balladors.
Gotcha. Right, should we jump into this this article here that Bungie put out on the exotic armor tuning for season 21 happening
Let's do it.
in a week, man. Or a little more than a week.
Big one too. Hold up.
Okay, so this is broken down between hunters, titans, and warlocks. Do we want to divide this up amongst each other?
Yeah, I could take Hunter.
Okay, as long as you're good, bro. I know your voice. I don't know if you got a sore throat or if it's hurting or anything like that.
Oh, it's all good. As long as y'all can work with me here.
Yeah, of course, man. You're good.
All right, cool. So season 21, we have the exotic armor tuning preview, starting with the dev team. So just gotta take a quick scan through here. All right. So for Hunter, sealed Ahamkara grasps. This is not young Amkaras. This is the sealed Ahamkara grasps, to be clear. This exotic will now reload the magazine of all of your weapons when you defeat a target with your powered melee, and for 5 seconds after dealing melee damage, you gain increased movement speed and jump height. Athrus's Embrace. Gain additional strength while the exotic's weighted knife damage bonus is active. Oathkeepers. When fully drawn, bows gain a bonus to damage against combatants that increases as you hold the draw but deactivates after a few seconds. Dev commentary. The original redesign allowed you to retain the damage bonus as long as you held the bow at full draw, which can be done indefinitely thanks to its existing exotic functionality. However, this resulted in some overly passive playstyles where players felt like the optimal way to play was to move slowly at full draw or hide behind cover indefinitely before popping out to shoot. With a limited window on the damage bonus, bows still benefit from a significant bump in damage from holding the draw for a short time without bogging down the play experience. Raiju's Harness. Kills while your free dodge is active extend the duration of free dodging. No longer deactivates when you get too far away from enemies. Deactivates after using Suspending Slam. Dev commentary. Adding the time extension on kills allows this to pair extremely well with Marksman's Dodge, the Reaper armor mod, and the new powerful Attraction mod that allows you to collect orbs of power at a distance. During playtesting, players could have free dodges for long stretches, pulling down a large number of orbs. However, allowing it to continue granting free suspending slams made it a little too easy to create an infinite orb generating machine without ever having to risk your own survival. And Stompies. Removed airborne effectiveness penalties. Let's go. You only gain increased speed, slide distance, and improved jumping while your dodge energy is full. We want Stompies to have strong fantasy, but permanent uptime for potent movement benefits that make targeting hunters in PvP very difficult on controller ends up making it too automatic of a choice, even with the prior airborne effectiveness changes. We are undoing that change, but tackling the uptime to try and make it so you can use it to ambush or escape from an engagement, but not both. Mascabacrus, last but not least. Change to use a tier 4 non-stacking weapon damage bonus, which behaves the same as the non-stacking damage bonuses provided by Surge mods. Damage bonus increased in PvE from 10% to 25%, and now grants a 6% bonus to weapon damage in PvP. No longer stacks with Surge leg armor mods, but provides a large bonus that can be achieved with 3 such mods equipped. And that is the end of the exotic armor tuning updates. And my good friend Raider here will take us through Titan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The picture that they put for Titan, it makes him look so derpy, bro.
Do you know what? I love his BlueBerry gear, dude.
Yeah. But like, it's just, I was like, man, and then I scroll up to see, okay, what's the other ones look like? Like, okay, those aren't bad. Like the two Titans.
Yeah, it's all BlueBerry man gears. I love it.
Yeah. All right, for Titans, here's the changes we got coming to our armor exotics. Starting off with point contact brace or cannon brace. Lightning strikes now jolt targets, increase PvE damage per lightning bolt from 50 to 200, which is big. Being amplified now increases the damage of the lightning strikes by 50% instead of extending their range. I like that. Let's see. No backup plans. This is a complete rework, replacing the old functionality entirely. Now provides a moderate benefit to the airborne effectiveness and reload speed of shotguns. While you have void overshield, shotguns deal additional damage, and shotgun final blows refresh your overshield. I know this is one that a lot of people are mad about that aren't, I guess, that aren't, tight mains. While using your void subclass, rapid shotgun final blows or defeating powerful enemies with a shotgun grants you void overshield and kicks off your health regeneration. So, yeah, lots of shotguns running around with void overshields. I know that's going to piss a lot of people off. I have a feeling that this is not going to hold up for very long, to be honest, because I can see some crying going on Twitter after this goes live. Okay, second chance. The shield throw melee now weakens enemies. Stunning a barrier champ with your shield throw grants a single full melee charge. That's nice. I like that. Second chance is fun. Stronghold. Replace the healing from blocking shots precisely with significant damage reduction, 50% in PvE, 10% in PvP. While blocking with a sword, when you stop blocking, gain restoration ×2 with a duration that increases based on the number of shots you blocked. That's cool, because that's I still don't know how viable it's going to be, but it'll be cool to experiment with it. The next one I'm excited about, and this is the one I've been wanting to get reworked for some time now, and that's Eternal Warrior. Rapid takedowns with arc weapon grants escalating bonus to arc weapon damage. Using the same non-stacking damage bonuses used by Surge mods. This can go all the way up to tier 4 damage bonus, granting a damage bonus of 25% in PvE and 6% in PvP, providing a larger bonus that can be achieved with 3 Surge mods equipped. While at tier 4 damage bonus, arc kills refresh the bonus's duration. After your Fist of Havoc super ends, you will gain a tier 4 bonus damage. Next up, we got Kepri's Horn. And this one's simple. The solar damage wave now scorches targets, and that's pretty cool. A lot of people, if you don't know, you can sit there and pair that with your Strand Titan and have that Dranger Slash that gets sent out at the same time your Kepri's Harm's going out. So now you can not only suspend and damage, but now you can add Scorch while they're suspended. So that's going to be an interesting one to play around with. Next up, you got Path of Burning Steps, changed to use the non-stacking weapon bonus damage or weapon damage bonuses used by Surge mods. This can go all the way up to tier 4 damage bonus, granting a damage bonus of 25% in PvE and 6% in PvP. Provides a larger bonus than that can be achieved of 3 Surge mods equipped. While at tier 4 damage bonus, solar kills refresh the bonus duration, becoming encased immediately grants you tier 4 damage bonus. And then finally for the Titans, we got Dune Marchers. And this one's taking a bit of a nerf. Reduce the range of the chain damage from 20 meters to 12 meters. So a huge nerf to that. And the damage is going down from 85 to 50, which I can understand. A lot of people get pissed off about that. And I mean, even me as a Titan man getting killed because my buddy got crashed into half the map away and I died too. It was a bit excessive on the range, so I don't think damage should have touched. They should have touched damage, but I think range. Yeah, and that's it for the Titans. Venom, do you want to take us into the Warlock?
Yeah, I can do that. Speaking of derpy exotics that they picked, Mantle of Battle Harmony out of everything. Okay, guess we'll go with that. All right, so we're starting off with the Vesper Radius. Your rifts emit an arc shockwave every 5 seconds that deals damage, 200 in PV and 70 in PvP. Enemies defeated by these shockwaves explode for an additional 100 damage, and if you have an arc subclass equipped, also blind nearby enemies. Okay, that's not too bad. I'll take that buff. Alright, Chromatic Fire. Increase the radius and damage of the explosion created by precision kinetic takedowns. The explosion also applies a status effect to targets damaged by it. Depending on which subclass you have equipped, Blind, Arc, Scorch, Solar, Slow, Stasis, Sever, Strand, Weaken, Void. Okay. Dawn Chorus. Daybreak projectiles damage bonus has been increased and no longer is reliant on the enemy being scorched. That's nice to hear. Sanguine Alchemy. Guaranteed I just butchered that. Standing in a rift grants a non-stacking bonus to weapon damage matching your subclass damage type. This damage bonus is the equivalent of 2 surged leg mods, 17% PvE and 4.5% PvP. Alright, then we're going on to arms. Claws of Ahamkara. Powered melee kills create an orb of power when heavy-handed mods are equipped. Increases the potency of the orb spawned. No more than 1 orb can be spawned per enemy takedown. Just per enemy kill. Dev commentary. This exotic uses the same perk as heavy-handed and stacks with the mod, should you choose to equip it. Alright, this is why they chose Mantle of Battle Harmony. It's a beefy one. Okay, Mantle of Battle Harmony. Weapon bonus damage changed to tier 4 when super is fully charged. Increasing damage bonus in PvE from 20% to 25% and reducing the damage bonus from 15% to 6% in PvP. No longer stacks with surge-like armor mods, but provides a larger bonus than can be achieved with 3 such mods equipped. Damage bonuses only applies to weapons that match your subclass damage type. It now stacks with Empowering Rift and other similar damage bonuses. Extended base duration of this bonus from 6 seconds to 10 seconds in PvE and 3 seconds to 5 seconds PvP. I guess I'll be getting some use now. All right. Ophidian Aspect. This hurts me. Removed the extended melee range. Dev commentary. The extended melee range created some strange situations where a player's melee lunge would cause them to flicker in high latency scenarios. This exotic store retains many strong neutral game benefits.
Yeah.
But now I can't melee from across the map. Okay,
Oh.
I'll take it.
Hell yeah. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Prometheum Spur grants rift energy for any solar weapon takedown, with more energy granted for solar weapon takedowns while standing in a rift. Also, you now have to be standing in a rift when you get a final blow for the exotic to consume your class ability energy and create a rift at the target's location. I don't see how that's a buff or a nerf. That's just
Rework.
more use case scenarios for it. Definitely a rework there. I like that. All right, this is gonna hit all my Warlock mains out there hard.
Let's go.
Fire Protocol. Reduce the amount of energy gained per instance of damage from 20%. Now hear me out, from 20% to 2.5.
Yes, sir.
2.5%. Empowered weapon kills now grant 20% grenade energy. I guess. And this is what the devs have to say about it. Oh, Starfire Protocol. This exotic has been strong for a long time, ever since Solar 3.0 dropped, and fusion grenades became much more powerful for Warlocks. And making these changes, we didn't want to completely rob that exotic of its benefits.
Yeah.
Okay. But right now, Starfire Protocol is one of the best single target damage boosting exotics. Combine with a horde of Wolfpack rounds with a rocket launcher with demolitionist, and you essentially get an infinite loop of rockets and double detonating grenades. And it's sucking all of their out of the room. It honestly is. It needs to be looked at. No offense.
It's super
I think that's what
overpowered,
they're
man.
saying here.
Yeah, super
Yeah.
overpowered.
Yeah, these changes are intended to tamp down on passive weapon damage, giving you your grenades back too quickly. You still probably get an extra grenade or 2 per damage phase, while also pushing away from single target damage dominance and more toward neutral play. I guess that's Warlocks are getting we're just gonna have to move over to Sunbracers now, guys.
Or delete it and
Oh,
start
there'll be
Titan.
more Ophidians.
So Toe is in the chat and he's been chatting back and forth this whole time, and he had missed the Ophidian's aspect nerf. And we had to tell him. And he just I think he's sad. That's his shit. So
Yeah.
sorry, Toe.
Yeah.
And he's nasty with that combination, man. You got that Waveframe GL melee combo with Ophidians.
Mm.
Uh,
And I like Ophidians too, but like I'm not a big melee guy, so it doesn't affect me.
yeah, yeah. Well, that's all we had for that one there. The TWAB, pretty short. We'll hit that. We'll hit the hot fix. This is super short as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So, y'all ready? This week at Bungie,
Let's go.
second to the last week of the season, and they start out with Guardian Games Week 2. Titans place number 1, first place, and then second place Warlocks, third place the Hunters.
Mhm.
The Bungie Foundation has raised with over $100,000 raised for throughout the Guardians Games Cup, which was where you can sign up as a team. And for the top 4 teams, for the money that they raised, first place was Developers. That was a team name with $38,173. Second place, we got Lost City Guardians, raising $6,400. Third place, we got Metagalactic Boomers. I kind of like that name. That's dope. $5,339. And fourth place, Clan Archive with $4,256. So shout out to all those that supported that effort. Bungie always does a great thing with foundations and helping out all the different charities and stuff like that. So
Very
that's
nice.
awesome. As far as the Guardians Games Cups for the points scored, because there was 2 different brackets. There was the charity one, and then there was the actual like medallions dunked. Team 1 was Popcorn, and they had 53,272 points. And coming up in second place, Travelers Chosen was the team with 22,912. Nexus was third with 20,259, and then your stay with 18,692 points. So
Can we just talk about that? Okay. So going from Popcorn to Travelers Chosen, that's almost a 20,000
Yeah.
point difference.
it's more than that.
Popcorn was going hard in the paint.
Yeah, it's just over 25,000 difference there.
That's insane.
Yeah, those guys were definitely getting it in during Guardian Games.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Next, they go on to show the Bungie game or the Guardian Games Bungie rewards that they have out there. They got a pendant, looks really kind of cool. You got your pin that you always see with everything else, and then you have the 2023 Guardian Games medal that comes in a pretty nice little case there. Really like it. Those are super clean. They do a good job with that stuff. Commander Sloan, I presume. So Season of the Deep, it's on its way. They did release a teaser trailer, which was, bro, that was, I don't know.
So good.
So
good.
It was like 6 seconds or something. I was like, was that it? Did I click the right thing? I was like, man, this is a tease of a tease, in my opinion. But it just basically said, it confirmed what we all thought. Commander Sloan is going to be coming back next season. So go take a look at it if you have 6 seconds of your time. It might be 8 seconds. I don't know, man. But I was expecting a little bit more. But I assume that we're going to probably get something really, as far as more like in depth next week. Let's see. We got next the ritual weapon. This one's cool. I'm looking forward to this one. It's a Tex Mechanica aggressive scout rifle, and it looks nice, bro. I like the way it looks. It looks like it's gonna be a good one for me to play around with. We don't have no details on that in this. It's called The Last Rite, and it is an aggressive kinetic Tex Mechanica scout rifle.
Oh boy.
The one from Spire the Watcher.
Long arm.
It has that base model and everything, except this one's kinetic.
Bungie, what are you doing?
You don't like that, do you? Huh?
It scares me. It scares me.
Yeah. They show off the ornaments here. You got your typical Vanguard, Crucible, and Gambit ornaments. Nothing really jumps out to me with those.
The regular
designs.
one looks the best.
Yeah, I agree, man. I totally agree.
I kind of like the Gambit one. Unpopular opinion, but
yeah,
it looks nice.
It could be interesting. Sorry, I thought I put my phone on silent. Okay.
Under the sea.
You see here, yeah, under the sea. This is cool. So they showed off the armor again in a closer up image, I guess, and then it looks like we're actually going to be in the water, and we're not going to instantly die, which is kind of interesting. Hold on, let me fix this real quick so my phone doesn't keep going off. I don't know if it's coming through the mic.
I actually
Undead
have some
SE.
notes on that. I did some research on what the physics are going to be like. So it's going to be like a lower gravity, like if you were on the moon in the water. So you can't jump as high,
Mhm.
but you just like you float up and down basically, but you can't like fully on swim.
Right.
That's what we're all speculating it's going to be like.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Awesome.
Because I mean,
Looks awesome.
to like sit there and put in a whole new movement mechanic into the game
Yeah, that
for
would
a
be
seasonal
that would
update,
be
that'd
way
be
too much for them to work on.
kind of crazy.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm excited for this next season, man. I'm gonna really go in on this season. I didn't do
You
much
already
this
know.
season. So.
I love that jellyfish thing. I just want that. That's all I want.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. Moving on, they say guild that title guardian. Basically, the season's coming to end. If you want to guild your shit, guild it. Hurry up. You don't have much time. Also, make sure you check your engram trackers because they go away next season. So make sure you have all your engrams spent, and it's free shards if you're not looking for something. Also, dungeon is coming. The dungeon, they haven't named it yet, but the doors will open for it at 10 a.m. Pacific time on Friday, May 26th. Let's see. Moving on, we got Eververse recommendations. So they're adding another little UI, I guess, into the Eververse store, to where it's gonna have like specific items and things, bundles that they think that you would like to purchase. So it'll be more catered toward you. So we'll see how that rolls out. That's kind of cool.
Basically, just give them your wallet.
Yeah. I like it though. I like it. I like that they're doing that. I'm curious on how that algorithm works. If they look at what you've bought and be like, oh, they don't like super bright, flashy thing. I don't know. I'm not gonna speculate. But yeah, player support report. There's broken things. There's movie of the week, art of the week, and Stay Crafty Sam.
Yeah.
Shit's broken, in the words of Mr. Hazel Ant himself.
Indeed.
All right, guys. I think all we have left before we get to our next break and questions from the community is a quick hot fix. There's really not much to it. It's very small. So we'll jump right into that real quick. So this is just the Destiny hotfix, Destiny 2 hotfix 7.0.5.3, and is for activities Nightfalls reverted the change that removed the third refraction core in Heist Battlegrounds. Fixed an issue, and this was an annoying one that I've heard a lot of people. It didn't happen to me personally, but I've heard people talk about this. Fixed an issue where previously defeated enemies and champions are respawning if players wipe in the Link of Shadows boss room, which would not allow them to get their platinum rewards from that. Guardian Games fixed an issue where the normal matchmaking options for Supremacy were missing their descriptors. Fixed an issue where the Heir Apparent quest and catalyst are not progressing via most in the main medallion sources. Fixed an issue where Fly the Frag Bounty was taking much longer than intended to complete, and fixed an issue where the Champ Seal was not able to be gilded. And then finally, for gameplay and investment, weapons fixed an issue where swapping from a slug shotgun to another shotgun would allow massive damage output. And this was the fix that they did was put a 2-second window where weapons cannot be fired after swapping to it from the inventory screens. And this one was pretty hot topic on Twitter, and people were pretty pissed off about it. I didn't even know that there was a bug to where you can just do some massive damage output. I don't know if you guys ever used that or seen it or anything like that. I wasn't even aware of it. I just heard about this when Twitter started going on fire when this came out.
I had no idea.
But yeah, so now you pull a weapon from your inventory. There's a 2-second window. You can't fire it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It never really affected me much, but yeah, I've heard about it. That's about it.
And then the last little bullet they got here is fixing an issue where enhanced Eager's Edge perk would deactivate earlier than intended.
Yeah.
That's all we got right there, man. That's we covered all three of those pieces, all three that Bungie released for us to read and to examine and speculate on. So I think unless you guys got anything you want to say on anything we were discussing in our show topic or the TWAB or the hotfix, the exotic armor, I think we're ready for our final break when we will come back and do questions.
All I gotta say is, y'all better be excited to fight a giant sea monster in that dungeon. I'm
More of that right
Alright.
after this.
I tell everyone you're my favorite guardian. Who cares? You fight like an animal. I tell everyone you're my favorite guardian. Who cares? You fight like an animal. I tell everyone you're my favorite guardian. Who cares? You fight like an animal. I tell everyone you're my favorite guardian. Who cares? You fight like an animal. I tell everyone you're my favorite guardian. Who cares? You fight like an animal. I tell everyone you're my favorite guardian. Who cares? You fight like an animal. I tell everyone you're my favorite guardian. Who cares? You fight like an animal. I tell everyone you're my favorite guardian. Who cares? You fight like an animal. I tell everyone you're my favorite guardian. Who cares? You fight like an animal. I tell everyone you're my favorite guardian. Who cares? You fight like an animal. I tell everyone you're my favorite guardian. Who cares? You fight like an animal. I tell everyone you're my favorite guardian. Who cares? You fight like an animal.
One.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hanging out and welcome back to the portion of the show where we engage our community with questions from the community. So, you know what? I'm going to start here. Let's go with BlueBerry 420. Question for the show. I want to get better at comp, but don't have anyone to play with. Where should I start in Season 21? And I think what Fluffy is alluding to here is that on Wednesdays, me and him are going to get together and start doing some comp, and looking forward to playing with some different people. So get some folks involved in playing some comp.
Always down for that. If I'm on around you guys' time.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna do this question real quick because it is from the chat, and the Lanik guy, the Lan 3K, that is Toe. He had a question right there in the live chat. It said, question: there's been an uptick in cheating, hacking, and bad connection all over, especially in comp. How has this been affecting you guys, and do you see it being fixed in the future? That's an excellent question.
We've definitely seen network issues before. Things that, like, it came down to Steam at one point. It didn't have anything to do with Destiny. This time, I'm not 100% certain. I've been noticing a lot of desync issues lately. Certainly in things like, just as an example, if somebody's popping a super, there's a whole bunch of threadlings all of a sudden. Somebody's using Outbreak Perfected. There's those nanites all over the place randomly all of a sudden. Somebody's using a scatter nade, like just a wither horde, all this stuff at the same time. And just like, I'll be standing at a corner, I'll be frozen for a second, and then when it comes back, I'm dead, and there's 3 people on top of me, and I was like, oh, it would have been nice to have seen or been able to respond, but I guess, sure. Now, obviously, they'll be fixing it at some point, but I'm not sure what's going on right now, but I have been noticing that.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard a few people say that they've noticed it also, like, more when there's, a team of full strand or something like, some of the newer shit that's probably causing the game to kind of bug out a little bit, I don't know how true that is, of course, but yeah, I've been noticing the same, like, as far as just latency, bro, like bullet latency, like everything just feels like it's taking an extra half a second to hit a target, It's driving me nuts. And we were actually just talking about this when we were playing Trials before the show started, that I've noticed it more so when I'm playing and I'm using Discord through Xbox, and I don't know if it's having an adverse effect or if it's just a placebo in my head thinking that, but definitely feel like that might be something.
Yeah.
I've even noticed it a lot on PlayStation as well. It's just been a lot of weird stuff going on.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with a question from Spiderberry here, one of our new members to the Discord. Thank you for joining us. What are your favorite titles in game? What are your favorite titles to guild every season? I personally love to conquer the Conqueror title and have guilded it multiple times. Do you have any ideas for other titles? I'd like to see something like maybe Dungeon Master that has to do with completing dungeons. Challenges to guild would require running all dungeons once per season, possibly in a higher difficulty. Maybe something for raids as well. What do you think, Raider?
I think that's a really cool idea that he has right there. So
Yeah.
I don't mean to take the easy way out on this, but I think that's perfect, like a Dungeon Master one, you know,
Mhm.
because they have their own specific ones, right? Like as far as dungeons goes, if I'm
Yeah.
thinking right, but they don't have one for like a dungeon completionist, I guess. So yeah, I think that's cool. And as far as like guilding stuff, I'm recent into like actually going for titles and stuff like that. I do like Glorious because I think that's just an awesome name, and it's the PvP side, it's the comp title. So I've guilded that one since it's been out each time, and I plan on to continue doing that one. So Glorious would be my answer for that.
Yeah.
'Cause
I've
it's
been very
glorious.
hyper focused on that flawless title.
Yeah.
I haven't really focused on anything else outside of that this season.
Yeah, you made good progress too, man.
Yep, for sure.
What about you, Venom?
Oh, I like most of the dungeon ones. I also like Guild and Conquer every season. That's just fun to do. And unpopular opinion, I also like Gilding the Dredgen.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, but as for like a new title or something, I, there's really nothing I can really think of right now. Maybe like all the raids combined and call it like a raiding party or something. I don't know.
Call it Native Raider because it's a raid and you're native to it.
Yeah.
Just a thought,
Yeah,
Bungie.
that
All right, I'll take the next question here. Let's go with this one. From Dangerberry, Danger Power. Excuse me. Question for the spooky one. Can you help me figure out how to get my dual Canadian citizenship? I have direct lineage, but I don't understand the country's website. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you are also Canadian, Venom. So we'll send this one to both you guys.
And neither of us can answer it.
So you guys don't work
I
for
can-
consulate or something?
I have no idea how
I
that
can
stuff
answer.
works.
Basically, you have to go into a government of either Ontario, or you can go to the PI ones, or there's different ones for like Alberta and stuff. But whatever place that you go to, it has to be a classified government building, and there's a lot of forms that you have to fill out. Like when I went to PI, I had to fully get a new health card and everything, and sign up for it. It was a hassle. But if you're coming from America, I don't know the process for it. So
Yeah.
but I'm guessing it would be very similar.
Sorry, Danger.
Sorry, Danger.
We try.
Removed?
Okay, let's see. Average D2 player, question for the show. What is the one habit that annoys you the most? For me, it's when people talk on the phone and eat. The one habit that annoys me the most. I'd say whenever someone asks you a question, and as soon as you go to answer, they're just not listening. That's probably it for me.
I can see that. What about you, Venom?
Just like something that really annoys me.
Yeah.
I would have to say people chewing with their mouth open, or hear me out, when you're biking on a trail, right? And the person in front of you just randomly brakes. Doesn't say anything. Doesn't say watch out or nothing, and you just slam into them.
Yeah, that could be a problem.
Yeah.
Biggest pet peeve. Biggest pet peeve.
What about you, Raider? Do you got a pet peeve?
I got
Something that people
a
do.
few, man, but I'm gonna do the one that comes to mind first, and that's people that walk slow, and not if they're like in a
Yes.
wheelchair or have like crutches. Like I get that, you know what I mean. I'm talking about they're just like don't give a shit, you know what I mean. They're just like moseying around whether it's crossing the street or in the aisles at a grocery store or at work in a narrow like corridor hallway. Bro, it drives me nuts, and I instantly get irritated, and I don't like that person, even if I don't know them. They could be a great person, the best person in the world. I just already like, nah. I don't like slow people, especially trying to get the. I don't know. That's mine.
I work with a guy at work like that who just moseys, and I'm sitting here like, dude, I'm trying to get to the break room. You are right in front of me. Please go.
Yeah, especially it's your break, man. Like time's ticking. You need to go chill. You gotta go check out. You gotta go check the messages in the BlueBerry Lounge Discord as fast as possible before you have to get back to work.
Or I gotta switch over some weapons for tonight.
Yeah, see. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, we'll go back to Fluffy here. This is an older one, and Fluffy Fingers as question for the show. A Reddit post recently claimed that people would play Gambit over Trials if Gambit had better loot. My question to you is, what do you think about this claim? Do you play Trials because of the loot, or do you play Trials because it's PvP and it has good loot? Do you enjoy Gambit? Is it something you consider your skill when playing and aim to get better with?
Honestly, I think Gambit's in a good place right now.
Yeah.
I don't play it enough because I'm too hyper focused on like that flawless title right now being my main motivator outside of the loot. But you know, whenever there's something in Gambit that I want, I'll play it until I get the drop that I like. Example, Trust is in there right now. I haven't grinded for it, but I mean, I've been open to playing my 3 matches a week, and you know, if I happen to get it, great. That's what I've been looking forward to. But if not, whatever. I'm not too worried about it.
That's what I was kind of curious about. I was actually about to fly into the tower and see, because I haven't touched Gambit at all this season, what weapons were in there outside of the Trust. Is that the only other one that's changed? You guys know?
Not off the top of my noggin, if I'm being
Servant
honest.
Leader, Borrowed Time.
That's where you get
These
your battle
are
scar. Bottom dollar as well.
Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah. Borrowed Time is nice. I have a good rolled Borrowed Time. That's that sub, that aggressive sub. That's
yeah,
fun
but
more.
I can actually say if Gambit did have better loot, I could see a bigger population in there than Trials. I could see it.
Yeah.
Just like
I don't think it would ever do that.
I don't think so either, but like, do I want to see it one day? Eventually. It'd be nice.
All right. Let's see. Let's go with this. Question for the show from Dimwee. Out of all current existing raids, how would you rank them? I'm just going to go, how about this? I'm going to go with my top 3 because I don't think I rate enough to rank them. So, personal top 3. Number 1 is going to be Last Wish raid for me. Number 2 is probably going to be Vogue. I know most people probably dislike that one, but personally, I really enjoy that. And third is probably Ron. I really enjoy that raid.
All right.
What about you, Raider?
I haven't done them all. So the ones that I have done, I just did Last Wish recently with y'all, and that will definitely be up there. I'd probably put that at, I want to say number 1, but I ran it once. You know what I mean? So I don't know how it feels. I think King's Fall would probably be number 1.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Or Leviathan. Fuck. All right, so I'll just go King's Fall, Last Wish, Leviathan, Rooted Nightmares. I think that's what I'll do.
I like it.
But I haven't ran so many, so it's my list from picking is very small. Venom?
What about you, Venom? You got top 3 raids?
Top 3? You said out of like all current existing ones, right? So Wrath of the Machine still exists. Number 1. Number 2 is King's Fall. Then I'd say 3 would have to be Eater of Worlds. I really like that little raid layer. It was fun.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
That sounds fun. I want to check those ones out. We'll see what comes.
Machine, so good.
I've heard a lot about that one, man. I really have.
Yo, if you're ever gonna go back to D1 and play, just do that raid.
All right. Let's get got shoulder charge berry in here, which I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, that's moose.
Yeah,
It is
I
moose.
think
Okay.
so.
Question for the show. You need to grab an exotic armor and weapon that you don't see a lot for trials. What are you grabbing? It's a good question.
Exotic armor. Let me see here. Let's go Dragon Shadow.
Okay.
Let's see. And a weapon, huh? A weapon that you don't see a lot in trials. A weapon. Don't see a lot. Thinking. That's gonna be the harder one.
I'm still
A
thinking. Man.
weapon you don't see a lot in trials.
Dim. Look through.
You know what? I'm gonna go with this. Reese Walker.
Reese's a legendary
I
shotgun.
see it.
Yes, it is. Legendary shotgun.
It has to be exotic.
He was asking
Oh, does it have to be exotic?
Yeah, he's
Okay,
asking
cool.
exotic.
if it's exotic, then I'm going Lumina.
Lumina.
I like that one.
Nice. That's a good answer. What about you, Venom?
All right. Guys, now I know I'm supposed to be the warlock of the show, but I usually do trials on my Titan, so a second chance, the gloves allow you to throw 2 shield throws, and then my exotic. Oh gosh, something that would complement Bastion.
Okay.
I'll go Bastion.
I like it. I am going full Titan on this one. We're going Actium War Rig and Sweet Business, baby.
I knew it.
Let's go. Let's go.
I knew one of you was gonna say that.
All right, I'm going to go with this question here from Mr. Fluffy Fingers, the distinguishable. Would you rather have cold hands or cold feet for the rest of your life? And if I had to choose, I would definitely choose cold feet.
Can't, bro. No, hands. Cold hands. Cold hands. You can warm up your hands a lot easier than cold feet, bro. Like, you gotta take off your shoes and your socks.
Actually, I have these really nice wool socks that I wear, so I'm good. I'm good.
Let's see. Cold hands would suck though, especially as a gamer, right? Like cold hands.
Yeah, because then you'd have to wear gloves all the time, and it would just get a lot. I would rather have sweaty feet, like cold sweaty feet, than cold sweaty hands.
I mean, I'm still sticking with the cold hands thing. That's me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Let's go with question from Raffy. Question for the show: is the lounge really for blueberries? Buddy?
I mean, I'm a blueberry.
I'm a blueberry.
Are you a blueberry? Matter of fact, I'm Spooky Berry.
I'm Venom Berry, so.
I think that's a yes.
Yes. It is for blueberries. All shapes and sizes.
Flavors and colors.
Unless you're an elderberry. No, I'm kidding.
And unless you're an elderberry. Listen.
We got elderberries. We got we got Gator, right?
BBL. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with this question here from Yeehaw Berry. BBL meetup. Who's in charge of food, tunes, drinks, and entertainment? I'm excited to hear about this. I know food is locked down right now. Let me see. You know, Fluffy spoke very highly of Burning Wings tacos at one point, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah.
I might have to trust burning wing tacos. I might have to trust burning wing tacos, boys. Tunes and drinks. I'm gonna leave the drinks up to Raider. Raider's got the drinks on tap.
I
I
got
trust
you.
him. Tunes. Tunes. Who shall we give the tunes? Let's give it to Kingsley. Why not?
Okay. Hmm.
Actually, you know what? If not Kingsley, because he'd rather not, than my backup, Hazelnut.
I could see that.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm gonna change up a little bit what you got there.
Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got.
Okay, so food. Danger Powers is catering this event.
There it is.
100%. For tunes,
I didn't want to take the obvious one, you know.
I had to. I had to. For tunes, I think we're gonna go with Fluffy because he's got a wide variety of different types of music he listens to, and me and him vibe on a lot of the same music. Drinks. I think I'll still take that, but I think I'm gonna need. Maybe. I think I'm gonna actually have Gator in there with me. No.
Let's go.
Nips is gonna be my partner.
Hey,
Nips
perfect.
and Rodimus. We're all gonna be bartenders behind it. Yeah. And then for entertainment, we're gonna go with. Let's go with Gator. I want Gator in the entertainment thing, with his knowledge of movies and all that kind of stuff. I think both of them actually. Gator and Hazel.
You know what?
They'll
Do you know
take
what? Entertainment. I'm gonna say Gator, yes, and Des Raven.
Yeah,
those two together are hilarious.
I think for like a master celebration though, I think none other than Sin to sit there and be the MC of the entire event.
Mr. Magical.
Yeah, I like it. Let's get this party started, gentlemen.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right, that's awesome. Good question, man. I like that.
For sure.
Good question.
What are we gonna go to next year? Then we can get a few more in, yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Let's go with Dangerberry. You're going on a road trip, and you're going straight to the destination. Are you going straight to the destination, or are you stopping to see the sights and the roadside attractions?
I'm going straight to the destination.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I'm a weird dude. I'm gonna stop.
That's not weird at all. That's
if I stop, it's just to have a smoke.
Yeah.
I have a little bladder, okay? I need to stop, make little trips, and maybe like an overnight camping, and then go.
Sometimes it's nice to make those stops, live life, see the sights. But I think I'm with you, Spooky. Like it's all right. This is where we're going, and I'm. Do you guys do that when you go on any kind of road trips or anything like that? Like I do it often from like from where I'm at in SoCal all the way up to Portland, where we have family, my wife's family specifically up there, and I'm always trying to beat my last time I did the trip. Like I'm always like look at the clock, like do we really need to stop? Like we can make it to the next city for gas, so I got enough. It's more like a personal challenge. I feel on myself.
That's a timer.
Yeah. All right, Danger. Thank you for that question. Appreciate you, man.
All right. Shoulder Charge Berry, aka Moose. Question for the show. You get one ability, i.e. grenade, class, ability, melee, or super. Includes exotic specific changes if desired. In real life, what are you taking? I'm taking Stompies in real life so I can literally just, in real life, jump everywheres.
Damn. What a question. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Venom, do you have something? I gotta think on this for a sec real quick.
I'm thinking like practical right now. Hold up. Ophidian aspects. The quick movement speed, it would help so much at my job. Just like, or you know what, man? Well of Radiance.
Okay.
Place
Okay.
that down. I'm stronger. Let's go.
There you go.
And he didn't specifically say how many times we could use them. So for all I know, my Well of Radiance doesn't have a cooldown. I just pull out a giant sword, place it down every 10 feet. I'm chilling in my own home. Lasts
Oh
forever.
man,
Sounds like a good time.
I don't know.
You wouldn't put on some Lion Rampant so you can just kind of float around?
Like, yeah, I was thinking about that one. That would be kind of cool. Sure, we'll
Or
just
like
go with that
Dune
one.
Marchers.
Nah,
Thunder.
I'm going with Titan or Thunder Crash. I'm going with Thunder Crash because that just
There
looks
you go.
like it's fun in game. Can you imagine just flying through and crashing out? Like
Supermaning in real
it
life.
sucks for where I land and whose property I'm about to destroy. Like I apologize in advance.
But
My
it's
insurance is gonna go through the roof. But bro, those like 2.5 seconds of absolute freedom and glory, it might be worth it.
I wonder what the legal ramifications of this are.
Exactly.
I mean, now going back to what I said, he didn't specifically say how long our abilities last.
True.
So you could essentially fly forever.
I was thinking initially Loreley's, right? Like I can become like an immortal person. But I feel like what's if I get a paper cut at work and then all of a sudden I start a fire underneath my feet? That's probably not good for the job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Accidentally setting everything on fire. So yeah, we'll go with T.
IRL, I think I would like to have Invis.
Yeah, that would be
I'm
dope.
going Well of Radiance all the way.
Awesome, good question. That was fun. That was a thinker, bro. I was really thinking on that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, what do you think, Raider? One more each?
Yeah, I think so, sir. I think so. Let's go with average G2 player. Question for the show. I ran a Tanix checkpoint last night for a red border, and it happened to join an LFG with one of the most toxic players I think I have ever encountered. He was shouting, swearing, calling everybody horrible names, but it was only it was the only LFG I could find that night. So went along with it and said as little as I could. He was okay by the end of it, but the damage was already done. Safe to say, I will not be joining another LFG that he posts. So my question is for you guys. What is the most toxic LFG you have ever joined?
Oh.
Hmm.
I remember
I
joining.
got a story.
I remember one time I was trying to teach a Last Wish and somebody joined up on me, and they basically just tried like taking it over, and like just was super ignorant about it and ended up making one of the girls cry. So I kicked him.
Damn.
But yeah.
Okay.
It was
That's fucked up.
That's messed up. I mean, my worst LFG was I was doing a Grandmaster with this younger guy, right? He kept saying the N-word every 10 minutes. It was messed up. And he just, every time he died, he would go, and this, and that, stupid, and that. And I'm just like, dude, you gotta stop.
Yeah.
Please.
That ain't all right.
And he's
yeah.
like, what are you?
Sometimes
black or
LFG do
something?
be like that.
I'm sitting there like, does it matter if I'm colored or not? Or I've got other instances of raids where people will actually just like swear at each other for no reason or just like badmouth them, and it gets bad. LFGs get bad. Our community's great, but some communities out there are so toxic that I can't do it.
Yeah. For you guys out there, if you're the listener and you're having that problem, you can eliminate that problem by joining our Discord. And
Yes.
we got a community here,
Come to us.
you know, that you can LFG. We got the 100.io bot with all the other Discords, all super positive communities that's willing to teach and, you know, like run you through some shit. So for me,
Sir.
I've done very few LFGs here. I actually, I haven't had any problems with LFGs on this game, but I barely do them. I've done 3, 4 maybe. Some were slow. I had one that was like crazy, like group of dudes that just like speed ran Kingsfall like stupid fast, and they were chill. So I haven't had any LFGs with this game in particular. I've had some with other games. Overwatch was one, especially when you're when you're a Hanzo main, and they're like, "Are you really running Hanzo?" Blah, 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 you know, talking shit, and then I pop off and they're like, "Okay, my bad, bro, my bad," you know. But yeah, for me, I haven't had too many bad LFGs in this game.
Nice. Good stuff. All right. Question from Yeehawberry, Mr. Southwalfa. Who do I need to pay so we can have a full Carolinian show? In all seriousness, if you had to get rid of an exotic from your character, which would it be and why? If I had to get rid of an exotic, for my character. You know what? Probably Knucklehead Radar. It's a good one, but I'm just not going to use it. That's my why.
Prometheum Spur. Useless. Even though I'm aware that it said in the TWAB and the rework that it was getting a little better, it's still not better.
Man,
all in time.
I don't want to get rid of anything because there's. If I had to,
you're a hoarder.
I'd probably have to go with Stronghold, and that's getting a bit of a rework. So, but yeah, out of all of them, either Stronghold or Precious Scars. I'll go with Precious Scars.
Okay. All right.
Well, thank you everybody for those questions. Really appreciate you putting them in there. A lot of good ones. We still have more questions. We'll get to the rest of those next episode. Keep them coming too. We cleared out quite a bit tonight, so we're gonna need a fresh restock. So hit us with them. Don't be afraid to. We look forward to answering them. Announcements. We can get to announcements real quick. Just a reminder, we got that Rumble tourney that's coming up next Thursday. That's May 18th at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sign up for it. It's the Battle of the BlueBerries, the end of season event. You will, the winner, the number one winner. I was going to kind of go down. We're going to have multiple rounds. I'm going to try to keep it within 5 rounds. We already have quite a bit that's signed up, so it's going to have to be multiple games going on at the same time. It will be fun. And a $25 Amazon gift card is up for grabs for the winner, plus the Gladiator Season 20 Discord title. So sign up as soon as possible, 3 hours prior to the event. So at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, the day of the event, we're going to cut it off right there so I can start organizing, the teams and brackets and everything like that, so we can get that one going. But it will be a good time. It'll be fun.
Absolutely.
This week on YouTube, Night Demon, of course, Shade of 1, This Week in Destiny, Eververse Shaders. I put out a video as well with a PvP Void Titan build called Doctor Feels Bad, because let's just say the Immortal, lots of Overshield, and Luminarch. I'll leave it at that. You can go watch the rest of it. It's a toxic ass build. I'll just be frank with you. It's toxic, but it is effective.
Gets the job done. Yep, and I think that's it. I think that's episode 17.
Yes, sir. 17 in the books.
Absolutely. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is episode 17 concluded. And this has been SweatySpookz.
And Native Raider, my bad. Levi, I see you. I'm about to message you the Discord link using the live chat.
Got you. But you can find me in all the places at @sweaty_spooks or on Twitch at twitch.tv/SweatySpookz.
And you can find me in all the same places except for change the name to Native Raider. That's N8IV space R8R. And Venom, where can the people find you?
So I'm not much of like a content creation guy, so you can find me on Discord at destinychild345, numbers 9371, or add me in D2 via Venom number 6598.
Easiest way to get a hold of them, join the BBL Discord.
Yes, join our Discord. And I would like to say thank you for inviting me onto the show. And I'm grateful. And the way that I got into D2 was my parents, so I'm grateful for them as well.
Nice.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, my
Okay.
mom bought me my first PlayStation 4 with Destiny on it, and that's how I got into it.
Hey, well, thanks for joining
Thanks,
us,
Mom.
man. We appreciate having you along.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I really did appreciate doing the show. I was nervous, but it's really fun, guys.
Yeah, you did great, man. You really did.
Thank you.
Yeah, apologies for my lack of voice.
Oh, it's all good, man.
It made your voice sound more sultry, bro. It sounds a little bit more sexy,
it's
almost. You know, like
beautiful.
I mean, got that little bit
Not
of
gonna
rasp
lie,
going.
Yeah, I
it
just
was
gotta
like
be
an
like super
ASMR
gentle
vibe.
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second I like start speaking any louder than a certain volume, it just starts cracking and disappearing.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys.
All right.
What a good show.
Well, Guardians,
Right.
may your stars be bright and your ghosts sharp. Deuces.
Peace.